All right, it's time to cook the catch. First thing I'm gonna have to do is remove the skin from the fillet. Where we were, we had to, anytime you transport the fish, you need to keep the skin on. That way, if a game warden pulls you over, they can identify what type of fish you have and make sure you're not over your daily limit. So the first thing I'm gonna do is remove this skin and then put the fillet in ice cold water with some salt. What that will do is pull out all these little bits of blood that are still in the meat. So the first thing I'm going to do is make an incision right down here, and then you just pull the skin and let the knife do the work. And you keep your blade pointed down to the skin. That way you won't lose any of the meat. So right there, the skin of the fish has been removed and we have our fillet. The next thing I'm going to do though is there's some bones in here and I'm going to remove those. So the next thing I'm going to do, maybe I could get this closer, is right here is the backbone. And I'm going to make an incision all the way down to right about here, because this is like where it's all meat. There's no bones right there. So I make a small incision right there. And then same on the other side, like so. Then I grab the part that I cut and I just peel it back like this. And then I cut it off. And right there you have a fillet that is deboned. And then the next step I do is I just cube it. Like so. So this is 4 pieces actually, because this is a little piece, but 4 pieces of one fillet. And now I'm going to put this in the cold ice bath that has salt in it to pull out any more of the gamey flavor or any of the blood that's still in the fish. So I don't know how well that turned out, but I have more fish that I need to take the skin off now. Now like this one here, I'll show you this skin on here. So as you can tell, this fillet, we only left a little bit of skin on because we know that this fish right here was a sauger. We left all the skin on the walleye fillets. This one I'm not even going to really have to cut off. As you can tell, it's right there. So I'm going to get to it and debone this fillet as well. So this is what a deboned fillet would look like. There is no bones in this fillet at all. And what I'm going to do now is same thing before. I'm just going to cube it up. You could cook this whole fillet like this, but I like having smaller bite-sized pieces. So this is what it looks like after I've cubed it up. Same thing. I'm just putting it into an ice cold bath with some salt and hopefully pull out any leftover blood that's in the fish. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have all the fillets cubed up and deboned. The next thing I'm going to do is just rinse it in really cold water a couple of times. Dump it out and repeat the process. So we do it pretty simple here. You're going to make an egg wash with a couple of eggs and then use some shore lunch. So I got my egg wash ready. And I got just the simple shore lunch. So what you do is you take a fillet, drop it in the egg wash, and then drop it into the shore lunch. Make sure you get it nice and coated. And then put it in there before it goes into the deep fryer. So this is how I check the oil. I love using cast iron, by the way. I put a little bit of breading in there and yeah, the oil's ready to go. So let's drop the fish in. So just be aware, this is going to create some smoke in your house. So maybe open a door or open a window. There's the first fillet going in. Oh, it's a little too hot. But I'll let that sit in there for a little bit until it gets all brown or kind of a tan color, and then I flip it. All right, I'm going to check them again. They've been in here for about 1 minute. That's perfect. Flip it. and maybe go another 30 seconds. I'm going to check this to see if it's done. How I do it is I break it open and see the nice flaky white meat. That's how I can tell this filet is cooked fully. These have turned out perfect. Well, here's the final product. Got 3 little fish fillets here. 1, 2, 3, and I got my Red Lobster biscuit. Now I'm going to go in for a bite. All right, I have a little bit of tartar sauce on this Lake of the Woods walleye bite. I'm going to go in. Delicious. There's nothing better than fresh Lake of the Woods walleye on a Saturday afternoon.